Thundercrack. Bowen's back. What up, y'all? We out here in the MD-11. You already know what it is. Y'all ready? I already preloaded the plane for this first flight, so we are good to go. Let's get that dome light off. We're on our way to Reno. We're in San Francisco right now, for those of you that are curious. God, what's up with those dead pixels, yo? Who made this livery? The world's leader in logistics, DHL. But not in rendering graphics. Holy shit, that's atrocious. What up, Sass? Worldwide Express, yo. You just mad, Sass. Where you flying? Where are you flying, G? France? You're always flying in France. You fucking frog. You like Gay Paris, don't you? You like that place. Oh. might run. Oh. Whoop. I'm going to Reno, Sass. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. You know what I'm saying? That real Republican shit. This is you right now going to France. Gotcha. You like that one? I got this too. I know you like that, you fucking nerd. Sauce man, what up? What up? We're going to Reno. Oh my god, that's horrible. Look at these pixels right here. They gotta fix that. Holy shit. This is my runway right here. Oh my god, pixels, pixels, pixels. How does this Libre have so many 5-star reviews? Holy shit. That's awful. Alright, right into the roll. Hey, Sauce Man. Appreciate that from you, G. Give me 1 second, Sauce Man. Here, let me do this for you. There you go, brother. All right, welcome. Alright, right into the roll. I mean, I'm supposed to be using left. Oh well, I'm using right. I'm supposed to be taking off on 19 left. I'm not doing it, okay? Just give me a break. I want to get in the air already. Alright, we're on the roll. What's this guy doing? Air Canada. Go around. Little right of center line, huh? Alright, we're up. Gears up. Oh, we're dropping frames. That's lovely. Gotta love that. those flaps up. What a lovely plane. Tri-jet is the best. Get this plane, Sass. Quit being a coward. Woo! Foggy tonight in the Bay Area, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the over-aggressive climb now. The 8,000... What'd I tell you? Give it a second to adjust. Whoop. Whoop. Maybe that's not it. What's the button? Nope. I didn't set custom views on this plane, I guess. Yeah, Sauceman, it's a great plane. Talk about me being lame. Let me guess, somewhere. No, I'm going to Reno, bro. Going to Nevada, Sass. Nice try, though. Joke's on you this time. The only bad thing, Sauceman, is that when you buy this plane, they make you choose between passenger or cargo. Yeah, I did, Sass. It's the best payware airport I have. So you got to pick which variant you want, Sauceman. So like I bought the cargo initially, and then I had to pay an extra $10 later on to get the passenger variant. I swear I set custom views on this plane. I'd say go with the passenger variant. It has more leveries right now on flightsim.to than the cargo does. It also has a cabin. Like I'll take you back here. I've already got the door open, so what the hell? There's nothing back here but, you know, cargo. And you can't even take it out of the plane. So like, yeah, it's there. Cool thing about this plane is you can do this. Look at, now we're out here. So like we can, like you couldn't do this with the PMDG. It keeps you inside of the plane, right? But I don't know. With TFDI, you can go wherever you want. Like that's a pretty sick view right there. Tell me that's not sick. 3 engines is a cooler look than any other amount of engines, period. I've been telling you this, Saz. That should be a screenshot right there. You know, we've got the GE engines down here. Check this out. Nice and slow while we're in the air. God, I love that vertical stabilizer. That's the coolest thing ever. Engine in the middle of the vertical stabilizer. Well, not in the middle, at the bottom of it, I guess. But you know what I'm saying. Watch, I'll bring the slats in. Ah, that's so cool. Alright, come on now. Slat. And then GEs. Look at that. Stand clear of hazard areas while engine is running. 14 feet. Wow. For some reason, I don't feel like I would be feeling safe standing 14 feet away from a jet engine. I don't think I'd feel safe enough. I'd probably be like 100 feet. But that's just me. Altitude. See, Sauce, my most flown plane until, well, actually, my most flown plane in this version of Microsoft Flight Simulator is the MD-11 from Leonardo. And this plane has heavy elements of the MD-11 in it because obviously it's the same maker, McDonnell Douglas, but yeah. It doesn't bark at you, luckily, like the Mad Dog does. No, don't need that. What the hell is that goddamn light? Yeah, it was that. She's got such an iconic profile. Look at those winglets. Those winglets were ahead of their time, man. This plane came out in the early 90s. Oop. We should keep climbing. I'm waiting for SAS to say something about all the waypoints displayed on my screen. Yeah, it says all the names. Why don't you turn that shit off? He says that every time. Enjoy, Sauce Man. Do your thing, bro. What are you playing? I know it looks like all I do is use the simulator, but if you look at my channel, I play a lot of games. Nice. What are you flying? I'll be right back, Sass and Sauce Man. Give me like 3 minutes. Alright, my bad, guys. I'm back. Phone call. Still early here. It's only 11. You flying the PMDG? I fly the 736 and the 738. And the 777. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. What up, Nismo? What up, brother? Here, I got a little treat for you. I got a little treat for you, bruh. Let me see here. Window capture. Here we go.
Altitude.
Hell yeah.
Altitude.
Here we go. Bam. Oh no, hold on. I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. That works. Hell yeah. MD-11 taxis, takeoffs, and landings. You know we ain't on no regular shit around here. Ah! AV porn easy clap. Or av porn, excuse me. Oh shit, I gotta keep this ascent going.
Altitude.
I'm gonna leave it at 340. I left it muted. I figured you didn't want all the extra engine noise. That's a nice FedEx, huh? Those fly into San Jose. This one that comes from Memphis. In fact, one time, a disgruntled employee attempted to hijack the very plane that was going from Memphis to San Jose. He brought a goddamn harpoon gun in a guitar case. Ah, that's a nice POV on that liftoff there. Look at those wings. A300 FedEx. Is that real? Yup. Oh, what the fellow? Is that a fucking generic right there? Plain ass slavery. It's just white. Sass keeps on following me on Kick, yo. What a bastard. UPS. Interesting. I feel like the horizontal stabilizer isn't as diagonal as it is on the plane in real life. Look at how diagonal that is. Right there, yeah. Let's see, let's look from the back. And that might be a little off. I think it's steeper on the real plane. Let's see from here. Yeah, that's off. Visual glitch. Alright, we're gonna cruise here. Holy shit. We're gonna drop down to 14,000. Maybe I don't want to be this high.
Altitude.
Let's go 250. You know what? We'll go 270. I want some thin air. Hey, Bolin. When are you gonna have Herman on your show? Ha! We are not crashing, we are just descending. Don't worry, Herman. Everything is under control. Is this a wet landing or a wet takeoff right here? Holy shit. It's that generic again. Look at this thing's got no name on it. Who the fuck's on that thing? What plane is that? I mean, I know what plane it is, but whose plane is that? What does it do? It's got a cargo door on it. Okay. It's a cargo plane. Maybe some baller is just flying around on Fucking private MD-11, you know? Why are we so far off course? What the hell? Oh, he looks like he is going fast on that landing, doesn't he?
Altitude. Altitude.
Look at all that smoke. It really seems like these MD-11s get slammed. They're just so fucking heavy. If you're landing this plane at like minus 250, you're probably doing a good job. Like, watch. Look at all that smoke. Slammed it again. Look at more smoke. That smoke was like a good 50 yards apart too. I don't think it's irregular to slam these things. It's just so weird with those three gears in the back, you know? Who's this? Lufthansa. They got good pilots. Okay, let's see. Come on, Lufty. Come on, zoom in. Look at that. Look at that. Look, we need to be at 14,000 already. Fuck that up. That's a tricky approach, man. You really got to be on your toes.
Altitude.
Wait a damn minute. That's not us. That's Reno Tahoe. That airport is too small for us. We're looking for Reno International. This is like South Shore Lake Tahoe right here. Is it? Oh, maybe that is us. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Did I pick the wrong airport? Excuse me. That is our airport. Look at this approach. That really threw me off. Trying to make this descent here. Let's light this thing up like a Christmas tree. Cheers, Nismo. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Almost hit 100. Oh yeah, we're looking good. I got runway heading programmed in there, so this is going to take us right to the airport. I see
Altitude.
water. I
Altitude.
wonder if we're out over Tahoe. What up, Bullet? Wait a minute.
Autopilot.
Can you name me any plane here? Draw the MD-11. Huh. Why are we climbing? No problem, Bullet. Here we go. That's how we slow it down. We're a little fast. No, we're good. I'm gonna go flaps 50.
1000.
California! What up, brother?
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Happy Friday.
Altitude. 400. Approaching minimum. 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 200.
Yeah, the MD-11's great, man.
100.
Sync rate.
50.
Sync
40.
rate.
20. 10.
Oh, a little bit of ground effect. Oh, no. Nah. Ground effect sauce. Center line. Southwest. Welcome to Reno, ladies and gentlemen. Can't win them all, Sauce. Nah, this is cargo. We gotta get some more packages and then get back on the ground to LA. Or back on the ground. Back in the air. Jesus. I'm all sorted. I'm all messed up tonight. Put the plane on red. What does that mean? I might actually switch my plane. Oh, put the plane on red. Yeah, that'd be a big gamble. A couple $100 million. I'm gonna stick with the MD-11. I want vindication on that landing. Not commercial pilot, Callie, just a private pilot. I can't fly jets, I'll tell you that. I mean, I might know how, but I can't legally, you know what I mean? I do not have a dual engine rating. I can only fly single engine planes. The motherfucker took my spot. Oh no. It was this one. Haha! I'm gonna get my people and fly people out of the island near me and probably charge a good amount. How much was your flight school? So to get my private, because I took a little bit longer probably than I should have. I think my private license was probably about 20,000. American, U.S. And then my instrument was like another 10 or 15,000. It's not cheap, not in the States anyway. All right, here we go. Mm. Come on. Let me go get the next flight. Going to LA next. Yeah, well, they definitely need pilots bad. There's a big, bad global shortage of them. A bad shortage of them. Alright. Let's do this. MLO? Alright then. Yeah, they don't make it cheap. You're right about that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But those academies, they guarantee you work, don't they? They probably start you on a regional jet, though. What up, Butter? Butter. Huh. Maybe. You never know. Um, 3-5 left. Sorry, lost my plan here. To Derby, we don't have a Derby. Yeah, we don't have a Derby. Okay. Oh, it's there already. 2-4 right. LA, Los Angeles, LAX. Herman 2. Oshkosh. Wisconsin? Or am I getting that wrong? I'm probably getting that wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that like an air show or something? Right, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's really cool. I used to go to the Reno air races when I was growing up. 350. So let's go 150 on the initial. Let's get that turned off. Let's get pushed back. The Reno air races are world famous. Look at this. This toe is all glitched out. No, no. Wrong way. Wrong way. Use the e-brake. Get the nose a little forward. Yeah, it is, Butter. We're in Nevada right now. Live everything. Live air traffic, live weather. Alright, Butter, appreciate you stopping by, man. Hope you have a great night, day, wherever you are. Three, 5 left. Oops. Are we moving? Thought I had it set. There we go. Need my V speeds. 127, 131, 147. 127, 131, 147. Woo! Uh, 5.2 on the trim. There we go, 5.2. No, I haven't. What is that? Tell me about it. Alright, we're gonna get moving. Mobile flight sim. No, I don't have anything like that on my phone, unfortunately. I've never seen it, Callie. Someone's getting ready to take off over there, maybe? Really? It's not good on the next-gen consoles? That kind of surprises me. I've never tried it on console. I do have an Xbox, though. I don't know why this guy's just chilling here. Yeah, but you can hook a joystick up to your Xbox. There's a USB port. Let's go get a Logitech joystick. It'll work. You can also hook a mouse up to your Xbox. The environment still just doesn't feel right even when you use a joystick. this guy's just chilling here on the runway. You're in our way, partner. Oh, now he's going. I wonder if we get wake turbulence in this simulator. Let's find out. Hell yeah, Callie. That's what I like to hear. So I don't think wake turbulence is real in the simulator because we definitely should have got... I mean, we're flying right behind this guy on his takeoff roll. I mean, this is not what you would do in real life right here. This is not proper piloting. Look at this, look at this, look at this. What is the autopilot doing here? Got to put my gear up. Traffic's right there. I wonder why we don't have it on our TCAS. That's really strange. Yeah, that's true. You can't get mods on the console. That would get really annoying. I bet this plane isn't available on console. traffic to our right. What?
The news that's so positive, I wanted to do a short about it so you know about it right away. After weeks of ongoing nonsense, all of the false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming have been removed. It took a while, but we got it done. This is a huge win for those of us who stand up for the law and will not put
Stand up for the law. Fucking Dark Side Phil, man. Holy shit. Let's see here. I wanted to finish this. The story of Keemstar. June the King.
DJ Keemstar, as the name suggests, has been mixing himself into a large variety of dramas and controversies since his debut on YouTube in 2009. While he truly requires no introduction, we'll give him one anyway. Keemstar is known for a lengthy list of controversies, but most prominently, he is known for a history of being a bully, doxer, false predator accuser, and a hater of Alex, just to name a few. The list of these labels is so long that it has prompted expose after expose on Keemstar. Any single one of these may have caused an inexperienced creator to leave the internet. But Keemstar, throughout it all, has persisted. Not purely fueled by money, but kept going through a combination of passion and spite, which is a very dangerous combination. And it is why so many creators have both a hatred of Keemstar and his actions, but also a respect and understanding of them. So in a strange way, Keemstar's toxicity is what keeps him afloat for many reasons. But not now that his view counts are falling. Though that is just a surface level observation, as there are many more moving parts to the machine that is Keemstar. Something that can't be fully covered within a few minutes' time, which is why we'll go through the many rises and falls of Keemstar.
The many rises and falls.
But first, a message from this video's sponsor. Join 6 million others, including myself,
good.
and get and when I notifies Yen across and work server and went to Netflix and was able to view an insane $9 and helps a better understanding of who Keemstar was and who he frankly still is, will need to understand who he was before YouTube and his job working collections at an attorney's office. To start, and to oversimplify it, someone working in legal collections is typically working over the phone, contacting those who owe money and haven't been making payments. At this job, you at times listen to other stories on how they accumulated their debt, and whether these stories come across as idiotic or heart-wrenching matters not. The bottom line is, you need these people to pay the money that they owe, so it's not an easy job for most people. Which is why, at least the large companies of 200 have large annual turnover rates of 75 to 100%. But we are working with the assumption that Keemstar worked in a smaller office where the stress of such a job was more manageable. Regardless, this is a job that he started in his early 20s and retained for around 8 years. This was a job that Keemstar should have never really gotten at all because it required a college degree. But he lied during his interview and said he went to college, so he got it anyway. It was later found out.
Hey, Callie,
that he
thanks for
lied,
stopping by,
but
bro.
He was so good at his job that they decided to keep him on anyway. But not only was Keemstar good at a job where he claimed you had to leave your heart at the door, he was the best at it, stating that he was the #1 agent in his office. Typically, these jobs are commission-based and paying in relation to performance, so he was most likely making a large sum of money. This, mixed in with his side job of DJing on weekends, meant that he was earning a healthy living for himself. Enough to support a family, as around 2008, he got the news that he was having a baby. Though it was ultimately celebration that spurred a chain of events that brought him to YouTube, it wasn't the celebration of the newfound parental status. It was instead the celebration of a $2,000 bonus check.
Hold on one second, guys.
Job. This check
Alright, I'm back.
influenced Keemstar to take some friends out drinking, and when he returned home, he hopped on his Xbox 360 to play a match of Halo 3, as Keemstar did for enjoyment. He flung various insults at the other players in the lobby that was further drawn out into the match. A typical night in the life of Keemstar, almost as regular as any other night. Well, that's the way it seemed at first. The following day, Keemstar began receiving messages through Xbox Live.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny?
His confusion on the matter only grew when the amount of these random messages grew in size. Curious, Keemstar decided to investigate the source of these messages, and about a week since that initial match, he found that someone in his lobby recorded the match and Keemstar's smack talk along with it.
I feel like I'm a fucking gorilla with a fucking baseball bat fighting a retard with a spoon. This is fucking boring as hell. I'd rather fucking teabag a bear trap. Oh my...
With the video garnering over 20,000 views, it sent Keemstar into somewhat of a panic. Enough so that he contacted this YouTuber known as Duranker to ask him to take the video down because Keemstar was fearful of losing his job over what he said online, which provides us an interesting look into the commonalities and differences to YouTube then and now. In current YouTube, many content creators are better at presenting the best aspects of themselves online while also being careful not to expose their less favorable traits. This is common in human nature, as people typically want their best selves to be represented no matter the situation. But it is intensified on YouTube. Keemstar back then was no exception in wanting the video taken down. But here's where it gets interesting. Keemstar had no knowledge that people were creating these types of YouTube videos, nor did he ever have an interest in becoming one of them. To add to this, because he was recorded without his knowledge, Keemstar was immediately a more toxic but genuine form of himself. He did not have an opportunity to expose himself to the internet as he wanted, but was thrust upon it in a more natural way. Another part that makes his beginnings unique is that he never struggled to get views or really build up an audience. But going back to wanting the video taken down, he was embarrassed about it, until the ranker convinced him that he was one of, if not the funniest trolls he met on Halo 3, and invited him to join him and other trolls in the creation of more of these types of videos where beyond smack talk, playing various different characters, or harassing female gamers, they would kill other random team members, basically doing whatever they could to get a reaction out of someone in the game and troll them. The group that Keemstar took part in was known as FAG, which stands for Federation of Asshole Gamers, hosted on another channel known as Halo Funtage. Though this started as a hobby of sorts, it immediately grasped Keemstar's interests, or rather DJ Keemstar as he was known at the time. Because as Keemstar later stated, due to his childhood where he grew up on a dairy farm, there was always a part of him that wanted to avoid a life full of manual labor, and had dreams of becoming an entertainer, but mostly had a primary goal of avoiding that farm life which brought him to the attorney's office. And now with this newfound opportunity, he could fulfill both aspects of his childhood dream, especially considering that Machinima, a YouTube network that partnered creators, offered him a spot as a director. To expand on this, 2009 YouTube and YouTubers had little to no expectation of making money, and their video creation hobbies were mostly fueled by passion. But when networks like Machinima started making their way through YouTube, they gained extra power by seeking out talent and contracting them by allowing ads to be placed on their content for a cut of the revenue. So creators can go from making nothing to just a little bit of money, as long as networks like Machinima took a cut when it was posted to the Machinima channel. And as luck may have it, Keemstar was one of the gaming creators to be a director on the Machinima channel, with the earliest video I personally found on their channel going all the way back to July of 2009, only 5 months after Keemstar's debut on YouTube. As for Keemstar's channel, or channels, this part gets a bit murky because it was so long ago and there is little documentation of this time. While DJ Keemstar seems to have been his main channel, established on March 12, 2008, there were many other channels that may not have been his own, like Keemstar Nation, ex-DJ Keemstar, and DJ Keemstar for the win. Though there may have been other undiscovered channels, these seem to be the most prominent ones, with ex-DJ Keemstar seemingly even having a Red Bull sponsor. Though Keemstar and his group received widespread support, there was always those that doubted the legitimacy of their videos and were accused of scripting their content. To counter this, still in 2009, Keemstar and friends began streaming first on Justin TV, which is now known as Twitch. A little fun fact is, according to Keemstar, on his very first live stream, he got 300 concurrent viewers. But still, he further experimented and went to Ustream. Then finally, he stayed on Blog TV and created an account on December 27, 2009, where only 4 days after joining, his page was the 5th most subscribed for that week. And in 6 months' time, he was the most subscribed person on Blog TV, surpassing other content creators like Phil DeFranco and Shay Carl, because Keemstar, ever since his inception, was always very interactive and made his name well known through the dramas he caused and or joined in. Whether the outcome was negative or positive, usually the former, the person he interacted with would usually talk about Keemstar on their own platform, which would drive curious viewers to pop in on Keemstar's livestream and further boost his views. This drama and Keem's unrelenting energy meant that he was getting on average 3,000 concurrent viewers per livestream. But this popularity is an exchange, or rather only one side of the coin. His dedication to gaming entertainment and the money it brought in allowed him to quit his $70,000 a year job at the attorney's office. But then again, it meant that Keemstar was now fully reliant on whatever it was he was doing online to support his family. But toxicity breeds toxicity, and with the numbers of enemies stacking, he ran into many roadblocks that he had deterred or even ended other content creators.
There we are, 350.
First, in May of 2009, Halo Fontage, FAG's collective channel, was successfully mass flagged and banned for what is assumed to be harassment, which then prompted the creation of its successor, Halo A-Holders, which was widely more successful than its predecessor for one massive reason. Beyond getting more subscribers in a month than Halo Fontage did in a year, according to Keemstar, Halo A-Holes was the 5th ever gaming channel to be partnered with YouTube. So no longer did Keem have to post on the Machinima YouTube page to make revenue. The contributors of Halo A-Holes now have their very own monetized channel, which was for several months in a row in the top 10 highest growing channels, at least in terms of subscribers, with Keemstar as the group's most recognized figure. There are many things that can be pointed at and made an example of how drastic YouTube has changed. Halo A-Holes is a great example, as it's a channel purely based on what appears to be content surrounding the online trolling or harassment of others for entertainment, all while incorporating the most vulgar insults that the mind of Daniel Keem can create. But in the eyes of 2010 YouTube, this was perfect. Perfect, let's monetize it. But in truth, YouTube was not a company that would be hurt much by the spread of this content. Content that mainly focused on Halo 3 and now Modern Warfare 2. While Modern Warfare 2 could be played on PlayStation or Xbox, Halo was solely a Microsoft IP, and with Microsoft wanting to ship its online multiplayer experience as friendly and expand further into the growing consumer base that sought online gaming, it had to reshape and crack down on the negative, toxic reputation that online gaming was getting. And what a better way to staunch the flow of hate than to go after the biggest figures perpetuating it, like DJ Keemstar. As fans were quick to notice, he was banned from Xbox Live.
I'm literally being harassed. Recording all this, I'm going to fucking work. I'm not a little fucking kid. I'm an adult. I'm an adult that knows a lot of fucking people. And I'm fucking suing, and I'm making everything public. Everything public. Everyone's gonna know step by step what has been happening to me. You know what I think it is? I think they're mad. I think the enforcement team's a little mad because I stuck up for myself, because they have a system in place that allowed my account to get shut down. I kept getting my accounts locked. So they weren't fixing my problem. So I upload a video and tell people, look, if they're not gonna fix my problem, then make the problem worse until they do fix it. Alright? What are you guys, butthurt enforcement team? Because of your policies? Not the fucking victim here.
While the logical response for someone in Keemstar's field to be able to continue to do what he was doing would be to make another account and continue trolling, it wasn't that simple. As whenever you are banned from Xbox Live, not only does it strike your gamer tag, but also your entire Xbox. So to get back into trolling, Keemstar will need to purchase an entirely new Xbox, which is what he did. And that one come in, so he bought another and another as he kept on getting banned. But Keemstar did not hold on to these consoles. He returned them, stating that they didn't work, which to some extent was the truth. And
Oh,
to
that's
avoid
some troll
suspicion
shit.
amongst the retailers he was returning these consoles to, he alternated stores to continue essentially borrowing Xboxes from them. But even this proved too much to maintain, as Keemstar was usually allotted about 1 hour of stream time before what was deemed to be a moderator working at Microsoft to skip Block TV for any rule-breaking content and his account, leaving Keemstar without the rest of the live stream. Again, luckily for Keemstar, there was a perfect alternative that suited his style of entertainment, and that was Battlecam, a live streaming website launched in March of 2010, where two streamers were pitted against each other, and whoever formulated the best insults and won the audience's favor was voted up by them, while the loser was voted down and had to regain their position in the roster by frankly performing better, with the ultimate objective to appear at the top of the website and defend their position. But Keemstar had a very, very large advantage, and that was he was already
His
established.
audience? Yeah.
So what he did to dominate the website was begin streaming on Battlecam, something anyone can do, but he was also streaming on Block TV at the same time, and had his audience on Block TV go to Battlecam and continually vote him up. So whenever Keemstar pleased, he could be at the top of this website. Though this could be seen as an unfair advantage, and even grounds for termination on Battlecam for some, for the owner of the website, eccentric billionaire Alfie David, it was just some extra promotion. So him and Keemstar became friends very quickly, solidified by Keemstar's new moderator status on Battlecam. And with this power, one could liberally put channels on a lower position or put them in the front of the line, which is known as starting someone. So one night, Keemstar hopped on Battlecam and was started, so he appeared in the front of the line, which made him seem like he was using his spawn powers. But he quickly deduced who was starting him via the chat members flinging various Italian-based racial slurs towards him. These messages also include the name of another moderator known as Alex. If it isn't obvious already, this led to arguably the most infamous clip on Keemstar on the internet, because while frustrated, he wanted Block TV to prove he wasn't using his moderator powers by showing he wasn't touching the keyboard and putting his hands up, and also called Alex that one racial slur that trumps all others, while also encouraging his viewers to repeat it in the chat.
I'm okay. Fuck this. I'm on Block TV with my fucking hands up. I'm not starting my fucking cell. You fucking stupid bitch. This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking Alex is doing this shit. You fucking. I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna find out. Yo, everybody type in the chat. Alex is a stupid. Just type in the chat. Alex is a stupid. Fuck
Jesus.
it.
At first, this clip was well received as an effective attack on Alex, but as the internet changed, so did the people's perspectives on it. But that's not until much later. Fuck the Fans was an equally controversial making its rounds through 2010 YouTube that also shined a not so favorable light on Keemstar.
I think it's funny. I've been laughing the last hour that your mom died of cancer. I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Jesus.
I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about. Alright? I only do this show for money. That's it. Alright? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the Fans. No sarcasm. No joking. Fuck the Fans.
Altitude.
Thank you. I see there's a lot of debate. You know, is he joking? Is he being sarcastic? Whatever. Of course.
Altitude.
You know what I mean? Like, cancer is a horrible thing. But it's not horrible enough. What I really mean is I hope you get cancer, and I hope you fucking live the last fucking month of your life every single day, gasping for a breath of air and living with the worst, horrible fucking pain of your life. For the last fucking time.
Jesus.
Fuck the Fans.
There are a few things that make Keemstar's frustration a bit more understandable in this situation. With the popularity of Keemstar's trolling content, as seen by the over 600 concurrent viewers on his livestream, fans joined his game and effectively ruined his trolling as they were in on the joke. Keemstar also later states that this was a character called Evil Keemstar, where he talks down to the fans who he states were in on the joke. But this is most likely a farce, as he still says in the clip, no joking, no sarcasm, fuck the fans. This theory is reinforced by a lesser-known follow-up clip where Keemstar addresses this outburst.
I'm just sitting in front of this computer. But I do spend a lot of time on this show. It's ruined. So, I'm really sorry I said all that shit. But I almost mean it. I almost wish that, that's it.
So why would Keemstar be sorry if the viewers knew he was joking? He seemingly also made a channel 2 days later called Fuck the Fans, serving the purpose of opening fan mail. So whether you believe it was an annoyed Keemstar improperly remembering this event, or that he was actually playing a character and did not mean the things that he said, is up to you. The point of focusing on a rant with seemingly little significance is that it'll later be mentioned in the video. And this also highlights another difficulty in continuing his traditional trolling content. Not only were his fans such enjoying his game and ruining his content while he was getting his Xbox accounts perpetually banned, his YouTube channels were also under attack. It was time for a change. If he wanted to continue to succeed, he needed something else, something bigger. And that opportunity came with the pre-release of a small indie game known as Minecraft. Before Minecraft sparked a change of Let's Play culture and effectively launched hundreds of YouTubers' careers, it was a PC-exclusive game where those with consoles as their primary gaming system could only hope to have it available to them one day, and had to experience it through exponentially increasing videos covering it on YouTube. And with any given format, genre, or artist's success, there will always be clones to fill in the demands where the original failed too. An example of this was Fortresscraft, a Minecraft-esque game in development that was to be released on Xbox 360. But what it lacked was promotion, which is where Keemstar came in. He knew that there was a demand that needed to be met, and that he could act as the propelling marketing force to sell this game, to which he contacted the developers and offered to promote their game for ownership of half of their company, which the developers declined. That's when Keemstar offered them a 24-hour period of promotion to show the effectiveness of his influence, and uploaded a Fortresscraft trailer on his Halo Eagles channel that got a little over 72,000 views in a week's time. And through his Twitter, he was able to get other gaming platforms to cover it as well. The developer was so impressed at Keemstar's performance, he offered him 30% of Fortresscraft to continue promotion, which Keemstar agreed to.
Notch took another game and ripped it off and made Minecraft. Talk shit about my fucking game, Fortresscraft, saying that it's a ripoff and that Fortresscraft could go suck a fucking dick.
The end result was Fortresscraft selling an estimated 2 million copies. So it's safe to say that Keemstar made over $1 million from this deal. This was money that he needed desperately after a massive drop in revenue because he was unable to continue his trolling content. The problem was that Microsoft pays quarterly, which meant that he was anticipating a check in June while in March. So in 2 months, this got all the more serious when the developer of Fortresscraft failed to fill out the paperwork in time, which meant that Keemstar's life-changing money was delayed by another couple months. But Keemstar still kept active and found other ventures to keep him busy in the meantime. That's where Alfie David and the Billionaires Challenge comes in, a what was announced to be pay-per-view event that pitted several Call of Duty YouTubers against each other to raise money for charity. An event that was helped put together by Keemstar that started in mid-2011, which at its peak got an alleged 100,000 concurrent viewers. The high turnout does not translate to the event being a complete success, as the technical quality and the general organization left a general air of awkwardness throughout the production, which as you'd expect for a first-time production like this. But the next one substantially improved on this, though it was controversial for its own reasons. Still, it provided Keemstar with more experience and networking opportunities. Though he did make more friends, he did not make money which he desperately needed, as he was now struggling financially to the point where he and his family were being threatened with an eviction from their apartment. It was so bad that he was in talks with his previous job at the attorney's office to come back.
Wow.
But that's when another opportunity was presented at him at just the right moment. An owner of a YouTube network contacted Keem and offered him a deal similar to the one he made with the developers of Fortresscraft. And that was, you promote our network and we'll give you 50% of the revenue. They would even call it the Keemstar Network. On the surface, it sounds like a great deal. But when you get into the terms of how they wanted it promoted, it gets a bit suspicious.
Uh-oh.
This network offered to partner anyone and showcase videos on their channel so long as they got a $50 deposit as insurance to deter any trolls. Or so they say. But Keemstar, needing the money and riding on the high of his success with Fortresscraft, gladly accepted and began promoting this network and immediately got around 50 people to enlist. But also, just as fast, got an email from GameStation that sent Keemstar into a panic. GameStation, later known as Maker, is the network that partnered his main channel, Halo A-Holes. But that was no longer the case, as they stated that Keem, taking these deposits, broke YouTube's terms of service, and Keem's channel was no longer partnered. To attempt to fix the situation, Keem immediately deleted the video, but by then, it was too late.
Uh-oh.
It didn't take long for Keem's channel to be banned, and for his reputation to sink along with it. With little to no way to make amends for a variety of reasons, finally hit Keemstar when he found out that the guy he was in talks with about the Keemstar network actually purchased the hacked multi-channel network through illegal means. If it wasn't before, it was now more than ever apparent that it was a complete scam that Keemstar fell for. To make matters worse, this person was also in charge of the PayPal Keem's viewers were throwing money into. So try as he might, Keem wouldn't be able to refund those who put money into the scam as he did not have the transaction history. And because Keem already soured his reputation as a troll and made it hard to believe that he wasn't in on the scheme. So now not only was he still struggling financially, he lost one of his few sources of revenue. Beyond that, he lost a channel that he was working on building for over a year now, and all he could do at this point was wait for the Fortresscraft money
Coming
to
up.
come in.
LAX,
Sustain
ladies and
the money
gentlemen.
he recently borrowed from his parents. But shortly after this loss, he gained a lot. The Fortresscraft money had finally come in. So seemingly overnight, Keem went from pinching pennies and nearly getting evicted to becoming a millionaire. This spurred a spree of new purchases like a new house and a new car that he paid for in cash, and began finding ways to invest his money. But even then, with all these new toys and more money that he knew what to do with, there was still a lingering feeling of defeat and the loss that came from it. Not necessarily in the sense of losing, but more so as he was unaware of what to do with his life. So as Keemstar does, he found purpose and began planning a new endeavor. One that required a sort of partner to help him with the workload and the most important part, the entertainment. He never found it, but he did find Only Use Me Played, a Call of Duty commentary channel with around 500,000 subscribers at the time, who was quite influential in his own right. Keem had a personal interest in him because while he was from the gaming community like Keem, his commentaries, through Keem's eyes, had thought-provoking topics outside of talking about his day or the gameplay on screen as you'd expect from a typical Call of Duty commentator. This project was a podcast, so thrown into the mix of shaping this podcast was Keem's recent addiction to Painkiller Already, a popular gaming podcast that, while it is gaming-themed, discussed a variety of topics. This gave us a bit of insight into how he envisioned his podcast and, in a sense, the future of his presence online. And after much pestering, Keemstar convinced Blade to co-host a new podcast with him. While Keemstar did all the editing and channel management, their split of the earnings was still 50-50, as that is what it took to get Blade on board. So on June 27, 2012, the Bad Kid Show YouTube channel was established, and it took a little over a week to get up to nearly 10,000 subscribers, mainly through promotion. As though Keem's previous main channel, Halo A-Holes, was banned for promoting a scam, he still had many other channels to advertise with. And just like PKA, Painkiller Already, the Bad Kid Show was a success. And to go back on PKA's influence on the show and Keemstar, what Keem seemed to be inching to more and more was entertainment based largely around personality, more so than the content, and also a way to create a fluid audience. One that would not just follow Keemstar for his trolling content or his combativeness on Battlecamp, but rather to follow him as a person. This is what the Bad Kid Show was. It was not only focused on gaming, but also to get a different, not always aggressive side of Keemstar's personality out there. and with Blade being a relaxed character in contrast to Keem's aggression, but similar in his interests, made Blade a great host for the podcast. But Keem still wanted more out of it, and he finally found out what that something more was when he flew out Blade and fellow YouTube and high school friend, Scott Kid Martin, as cameraman to record the most memorable of Keemstar's songs, Dollar in the Woods, that include popular lines such as, while they were all centralized at one location, Keemstar with season tickets to the Bills game took the opportunity to film a podcast while tailgating. While this episode performed just as well as any other, Blade and Keemstar saw more to it. This episode to them was potential. That's when Blade pitched the idea to continue this in-person format to improve the quality and develop an online reality TV show feeling to it.
Yesterday, when we went to Six Flags and we went around, went on different rides, maybe interviewed some people I wanted to interview, and just posted up whatever we felt we need to post up, and just talk to whoever. I think that it would be amazing if we could do that every episode.
Here's the thing, all right, I've been dumping a lot of money in this project.
And Keemstar, honestly, Keemstar's been dumping money into this, everything that's having to do with...
A Bills fan, that's rough.
The reason why I dump money in it is because I believe in it. Here's the thing, we need to somehow make this profitable. Wait, I shouldn't even say profitable. I just want to cover the cost.
Sustainable.
I'm set for life with the things I'm...
With Keem gladly accepting, and during PAX West in Seattle, which was conveniently where Blade was located, they packed up Blade's belongings and drove from Seattle to Keem's home city of Buffalo. There, they began producing more podcast episodes. But just like many of Keem's previous projects, his past caught up to him and derailed his would-be future plans on YouTube. As for how, that could be explained by a quick look at the Bad Kid Show channel. Will that be if it was still available? As less than a month after recording the Tailgate podcast episode and committing further to the development of his channel, it was already banned. As per YouTube's rules that you're not allowed to ban evade or circumvent a ban by creating an alternate channel. But Keemstar, already having several other channels banned, did what he's always done, and that was ban evade some more. This time creating the Bad Kid Show podcast channel, not to be confused with the now banned Bad Kid Show. Though this channel still hosted old and new podcast episodes, it branched out a bit in the form of live streams that were truly only brought on through Keemstar's new hobby, #DramaAlert, where he discussed the various dramas happening mostly in the Call of Duty community. Initially, this was mostly done as a joke, but that changed when Keemstar started shoutcasting some concerning tweets that the then famous, but now infamous, content creator Wings of Redemption was putting out. And while doing so, Wings and many others requested to join the call, and did so, bringing the drama from Twitter to a live stream format that was left up as a video for the fans of the Bad Kids podcast to view.
Twitter, so, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm always on top of all the drama that goes on between commentators and all that. And I do this series on Twitter called Drama Alerts, brought to you by DJ Keemstar. This is where it gets good. He says, I've got a load of guns, El Pressador, and if I decide to...
El Pressador, he was a great rager. Why did it mute? Oh, he muted himself. Wait, what?
Said? Could that be to make sure...
And this is where it gets good. He says, I've got a load of guns, El Pressador, and if I decide to kill myself, I'm taking you with me.
Jesus. El Pressador is an OG Call of Duty player.
Could that be... Is that really what he said? Could that be this?
No, that's the exact same one that he... that's the real one. That's the real one, because that's what El Pressador is going to do. It's the same exact picture.
Wings, you can't say that. You can't even think that out loud. You can't even say that shit by yourself from that.
That's just insane. Absolutely insane. Wings Swanson. Wings is saying that he wants... If you're just tuning in, we have Wings of Redemption. We have Woody here. We have Only Use Me Blade, DJ Keemstar, Scott Gilmar. On the phone on Skype, we have White Boy 7th Street and Duranker. And we're just basically speaking about some big drama that's been going on Twitter tonight. Now, El Prestador is saying to Wings that he's turning you in to the FBI wings for a threat on his family. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts
no way.
are what Woody's doing is laughing.
However, what Keemstar did not anticipate was the high rates of traffic towards his drama-related video, which we can estimate by the number of likes passed well over 100,000 views within a few days of it being streamed. Wasting no time, Keem and Blade did another similar stream the following day, going under the same format of #DramaAlert. These activities were also inspired by the 2012 American TV series Newsroom, where a news anchor breaks his unopinionated mold.
That was
and
a great
inserts his
show,
rationale
written by Aaron
into the
Sorkin.
stories being shown, which was how Keemstar was formatting his Drama Alert tweets on Twitter. But now, with his discovery of this new successful format, he decided it was time to dedicate a channel to it. And luckily, he still had a few to spare, so he settled on XDJ Keemstar, a channel created back in 2009 to host the very first sub-5-minute Drama Alert episode. But this channel was shared with his typical giveaways to boost channel growth and video game-related content. It wasn't until about 2 months later that he fully dedicated his channel to this new content style and even changed the name to #DramaAlertNation. With this, he unofficially dedicated himself to daily uploads that got on average 15,000 views. And that's not bad, considering he was still restricting himself to covering drama exclusively in the gaming community. Also, while these uploads were short and fast, they competed with his podcast. And while this channel's attention was fully directed towards Drama Alert videos, the history of it muddied the waters and didn't completely set a straight tone for what content one would expect from this channel. Sure, it was recently changed to these new Drama Alert gaming videos, but previously it had many opinionated videos covering a variety of topics, and without a strong, prominent content style, it can be difficult to accumulate viewers on any given channel, which beyond getting his channels repeatedly banned, is the reason he had so many of them. They were for experimentation, a sort of Darwinism approach to content creation that the most successful creators follow, where the viewers guide their content style. And for that reason, on December 19, 2012, the Drama Alert Nation YouTube channel was established to host nothing but drama alerts from the get-go.
We're catching up.
What's up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, DJ Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Today's story is about Green Goblin.
Immediately, this channel's videos started outperforming any other content style that Keem has ever produced. With his daily Drama Alert videos averaging 30,000 views in 2 weeks' time, he was already at 500,000 total views on his channel with a total of 24,000 subscribers. He also expanded his operation to a dedicated Twitter and Reddit. And with the start of 2013, with the new year, Keemstar made a new channel for both Drama Alert and the Bad Kids podcast, but not by choice, as he'd find out that someone was mass reporting his channels and again got him banned. From Drama Alert,
Snitch!
personal channels that were primarily used to archive videos of his family, all because of his ban of Halo a-holes that promoted a scam over a year ago. But this new Drama Alert channel grew even faster. It allegedly got 10,000 subscribers in 2 days' time, but it was immediately banned. Unlike before, where Keemstar's channels at least took a few months to get banned, they were now getting struck immediately. So he couldn't rely on his previous ban eviction tactics.
Now we're still
of creating
behind
new
here.
channels, as to do so would mean he would have to create several new channels a month just to operate on YouTube. If Keem really wanted to reach his sought potential, he knew this was an issue that had to be solved in an official capacity. So Keemstar built another team of people to try to get Halo a-holes unbanned. And after several months of trying, and 4 Drama Alert channels hitting 100,000 subscribers and getting banned, his team was finally able to make some progress with YouTube and have Halo a-holes unbanned, as they were able to convince YouTube of Keemstar's ignorance of the scam. So during April of 2013,
Here we
with this
go.
nostalgic freedom being reobtained, Keemstar revitalized many of his former projects through his new channels, like the Bad Kid Cast channel for his podcast, the Drama Alert channel for his new stories, and even got back controlling with the creation of the channel Killer Keemstar. Beyond his personal channels, Keem also focused on various other projects that he knew would bring him a large sum of money, like his establishment of the esports team and his promotion of Amputee from developers of Fortresscraft. Amputee is a game where you make tea. Though it sounds simple, the challenge is similar to flash games such as Quad, where all you need to do is run. The true objective in these games is to master the complicated controls to perform a simple task, and seeing larger content creators fail over and over at something that looks comically simple makes for an entertaining video and therefore creates more promotion. Enough so that large content creators like PewDiePie played it and introduced it to millions, therefore helping line Keemstar's pockets. But what seemed to be a war-long one by Keemstar made very clear it wasn't during March of 2014, as there was another wave of bans. Though his channel, Halo A-Holes, was restored, the many other channels that were banned by proxy of it being originally banned were not. So an unidentified party reported Keemstar's other banned channels, and through a paradoxical twist of events, Keemstar's channels were banned. So to explain it in a more complex manner, Keemstar's new channels were banned because his other channels that got banned through his association of Halo A-Holes were still banned. But Halo A-Holes was unbanned, so now it was the reverse, headed by the consistently inconsistent mess that makes up YouTube headquarters. But it's no secret that Keemstar still exists on the platform today, and his next channel will be the final and current one that you can find on YouTube right now, and that's due to Freedom, the YouTube network that Keem partnered with. In collaboration, they were able to find a simple loophole in his ban, and that was while Keemstar is banned from owning a channel and practically managing it in any way, he was not banned from appearing in a video. So for that reason, he made a friend make the final Drama Alert channel on June 6, 2014, which was almost immediately banned. That's when his network stepped in and wrote YouTube a lengthy email and had his channel returned to him in about 2 days' time. The reason that the time is significant is because when he wasn't partnered, it took months to over a year to get anywhere with YouTube. The new Drama Alert, which is literally what the channel is called as seen by the URL, practically took off where the previous banned Drama Alert channel left off, with Keem now getting on average 100,000 views per video. Still focused on drama and mostly centered around the gaming community, was having massive success with his seemingly largest problem solved. And yes, it is true that Keemstar found his optimal form of content, but with any content style, there is always room for small
got a marine layer here in LA.
The content largely. And this difference can be seen between 2014 and 2015 Drama Alert. To paint a picture of 2014 Drama Alert, Keemstar was building a small team to help run the show, which mostly helped gather information and research potential stories. This help came in the form of fans asking if they could be part of the team, and because it was such a common occurrence, Keem opted accepted their help as a test to view how well they performed. Most of the people he brought on, by Keemstar standards, did a very poor job, but there were a few diamonds in the rough that did such a phenomenal job that Keem brought them on as paid employees. Beyond having extra help, it was important to vet these people as their research and the stories they brought to Keem needed to be extremely accurate, or Keem could potentially face the backlash of slandering someone, only made worse if the false information and or accusation is severe. Anyhow, many of Keem's stories in 2014, while moderately entertaining, lacked much focus, energy, and contextual information that would bring viewers to his channel later on. And while the main focus was gaming entertainment, it also branched out to other stories ranging from strangers arguing politics on Facebook to random content creators' dramas and updates. But Keem's main meat in most videos relied on reading tweets of people arguing back and forth on Twitter, with many of these stories lacking much impact at all.
And Pro Syndicate said that Ali A sucks at Minecraft.
As to say that though Keemstar could pull much drama from these people in the gaming community, their main form of content was relatively drama-free, so many days there wasn't much crazy or wild news that could pull a large amount of viewers. But
let's get some music. Coming in the land, yo. This approach is looking great.
Altitude.
That's downtown LA over there. They got a serious marine layer tonight. Whoop.
Stabilizer motion.
Just catch that glide slope. Come on now. No, this approach is perfect. Maybe it's a little slow.
Stabilizer motion.
Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Clear of conflict.
Wow, we missed it, huh?
Stabilizer motion.
Wow.
Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Wow, this is zero visibility.
Stabilizer motion.
Descent.
Got the runway.
Autopilot 1000.
Got the runway. Wow, that's crazy.
Clear of conflict.
The fog in LA is nuts tonight, folks. My plane.
500. 400. Approaching minimum. 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 100. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Welcome to LA, ladies and gentlemen.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
Oh god, it's doing this thing again.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
It's doing this thing again. I don't know why it does this. It's so weird, man. So weird. Anyway, that's where we're going to end it, folks. We'll catch you on the next one.